Hi guys, I have decided to dedicate today's lunch break for giving you a small update on the DJI Fly app. I will spare you for not eating while I'm doing this video. It's not an ASMR channel. DJI has decided to release an update that addresses two problems that have been raised by Mavic Mini and Mavic Air users. The update has been available for Android for a couple of days, but it seems iOS users are struggling getting this update available inside the app. There's a small tip how you can get the app anyway, so keep watching to the end of this video. By the way, do you like my content? If you do, then feel free to give it a like. If you don't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. One of the updates that you're getting with the 116 is that the battery icon, the way that DJI decided to implement that in the UI in the past, was a little bit flaky and hard to see when you are out in the bright sunlight. Now they changed the graphics, so it's very easy to actually see what's going on. The battery icon is now a colored circle going from green to red, making it very easy to see. You can now, during flight, access a drop-down menu from the front screen where you get access to flight time, time before return to home, as well as remaining time for battery depletion. So it's actually super awesome that you can now read telemetry data directly on the main screen, even in bright sunlight. When I originally tested the Mavic Air 2, I kind of missed the gimbal sensitivity settings. They were not there for some reason, and it felt a little bit like we were missing out on something, because the Mavic Mini was already equipped with that kind of capabilities where you can adjust the gimbal speed and the smoothness of the gimbal. That will really help you tremendously when you're gonna do these smooth recordings where you don't want the gimbal to tilt too fast up and down. DJI did some initial implementation of this where they tied certain sets of parameters to the different flight modes in tripod, position, hold and sport mode. But it was really not a good fit. That did not fulfill the need that I had to fine adjust these settings. By the way, if you want to see how to set those parameters for the Mavic Mini, you can access that video through this card. But now with the update to 116, the gimbal sensitivity settings are finally arrived for the Mavic Air 2. The implementation on the Mavic Mini, that was quite simple. You had basically only speed and smoothness and the possibility to tilt the gimbal upward, and that was shared between all the three flight modes. For the Mavic Air 2, DJI has taken this a step even further. So now you can have individual settings for each flight mode. And that is pretty cool, because then you can have a certain set of parameters tied to maybe tripod mode, where position hold you have maybe a faster operation that will allow you to operate the drone in general. And then you can just flick it into tripod mode when you want to use the slow and smooth settings. This was something that was actually also present in the original Mavic Air. I don't know why they didn't carry that on to the later models of their drones. But for the original Mavic Air, you could basically save 3 or 4 presets of the gimbal settings. But now they've chosen a slightly different approach, so now you can basically tie a set of parameters to each flight mode. So that's pretty awesome. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, there are some iOS users that have, including myself, having problems getting the update automatically through the app. And I don't know what happened, if it's DJI's update mechanism that failed this time. Normally they are pushing updates for iOS before they do for Android, but this time it has been the other way around. But one of you guys, Stefan, wrote me this morning and told me there's actually an easy way to get the 116 app on your phone. You simply need to delete the app that you already have installed. The 115, you just delete that, and then you can go to the App Store and install it from there, and then you will automatically get 116. If you're not already aware, you can do Mavic Mini video editing with the DJI Fly app. This is actually a powerful tool with a lot of stuff that you can do to your footage while you're on the road. I made an extensive video about this that is actually quite popular, so if you haven't watched that already, I would highly suggest that you do it, and you can access it through this card. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, as mentioned, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be going to eat now.